Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Gay Boning with Tomorrow's Provost Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Welcome in, Huntsville, to another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. As always, our joy and privilege to be here with you on this Tactical Tuesday. A big thank you to Guardian Defense. Jason not able to make it in this morning. He was up pretty late last night with a family situation, but everything is well. And so, Jason, we're missing you this morning. But we do want to welcome all of you in, and thanks for being a part of the show. As always, I'm Rob Pipp here as we get rolling on this Tactical Tuesday. As always, big thank you, too, to our friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Please go by and see my good friend Elliot Herzlich. He's been helping this community for many, many years. Has literally a global following. Whenever people are needing jewelry, he is the go-to source here in our community. Elliot also giving back to a lot of organizations, including our friends at CASA. Just wrapped up our Heart for CASA campaign. We're going to be delivering a check over to CASA a little bit later today. We're very thankful for that, and we appreciate him. Again, go online, set up the appointment. It's Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. And, of course, here on this Tactical Tuesday, couldn't be here without our friends from Guardian Defense, Jason Thompson, the Thompson family, for all things personal safety. Give my good friend Jason Thompson a call. You can find out more information on their website at guardiandefensellc.com. Well, we are here. It is a wonderful morning getting started on episode number 475. Should have a great show lined up for you today. We do have a few guests. Didn't receive confirmation from those guests, so hopefully I'm expecting them to be here this morning. And we should have a really good show today. You know what always helps us have a good show? When you interact with us. Many of you always do, and I'll make sure that we get back to most of you today if you can. Just do us a favor as we get started. Make sure to hit that like and share button and comment. Let us know that you're out there. Maybe you've been watching this show for many, many days. We've been on now for over 2 years, and you said, I've never commented in. I've never even said hello because I don't want to get called out. Well, today is the day to say hello and let us know that you are out there. We would absolutely love to hear from you. The show is all about lifting up and encouraging our community and supporting our businesses, small business, large business, whatever businesses here in Huntsville we want to help promote. But I had made a post last night that the small businesses in our community truly are the backbone of Huntsville. The mom and pops are who make it and make this community great. And of course, we have large employers as well. They serve a wonderful purpose, and we never want to forget about them. And that's a little bit of encouragement this morning to many of you. You know, absolutely support local when you can, but don't bash the big box either. They have a place. You know, we were shopping last night at the grocery store, and you think of all the employees that these businesses bring in, whether it's a small business or a large business, providing a lot of economic vitality to our community. So don't forget about that. It's easy to say, well, I don't support the big stores because of this, and this. Well, know that they are employing people in our community just like any other business, and that's helping to support our community and support families. So yes, I do want to support all businesses. We put a heavy emphasis on small business. That's our bread and butter here on this program and on our website. But we also want to make sure that we recognize the large businesses as well, because they absolutely have a place in our community. You think about a large company that's moving in, that's already open, like Texas Roadhouse, who has really been involved here in Huntsville and already doing some great things. Our friend Anthony Antonides and his wife Kara, they finally got some time off, very much well-deserved time off. But, I mean, they're employing 200-plus people, and all that money stays right here in Huntsville and goes back to our community. So, again, thank you to everybody who is getting up, who's working hard, and who's making a difference here in Huntsville. I wanted to share a little inspiration this morning as we get started, and it was something that really hit home for me the other day. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen this post, but I want to reiterate it here on the show this morning. And I'm going to see if I can pull this up just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about this morning. But the other day, I've noticed over the last year, a little bit actually over a year now, there was some azalea plants that I had planted out in the front yard. And if you're driving through parts of Huntsville, especially in Elkins Lake and the neighborhood there are azalea plants everywhere. Beautiful, in the pink and the purple colors. Even some of them put out white flowers. But it is that time of the year where those plants start blooming. Well, 2 years ago, my wife and I had cruised down and found some plants on sale at a pretty good price, and we had always wanted to plant those and grow them. And I said, you know, we're gonna try these and see what happens. I'm not like my mother. My mom can take anything and it will grow. I've mentioned on the show numerous times that she has I would call it an heirloom plant in our family. That thing has lasted now for 3 or 4 generations, which is crazy to think about. But for me, I've just never really been able to keep things, plants at least, alive. I can keep other things. Obviously, I have my children and my 2 dogs, but for some reason, I just never can get plants to grow. Well, here is that azalea plant, and it doesn't look like much. In fact, if you look at it, you're going to say, man, that's kind of pathetic, Rob. That thing looks like it's not doing much at all. The leaves have a little, maroon redness to them, and it looks like there's grass growing in there, and maybe even some other weeds, and that just doesn't look good. Well, I'm going to tell you what, this is great for me because I have been waiting well over a year for this plant to do something. Now, the problem with this plant is it never did anything, and I have 3 of them that I planted. Now, this picture here is not going to do much justice either because you really can't see beyond the fence, but there are 3 plants. There's one on the left, in the center of your screen, and to the right. And I understand you're supposed to have all this cleaned out and nice, flower bed, whatever, but just continue to hear me on this, all right? I had found out, and this is the second piece of advice that I had received from people, that deer don't eat these plants. Someone had told me that deer don't eat magnolia trees and that deer don't eat azalea plants. Well, when they're little, guess what? They do. We lost an entire magnolia tree that we had planted because I didn't cover it up, and it died. And the same almost happened for these 3 azalea plants. The problem was I never had them protected. The deer, I didn't realize it, had been coming in to the front yard right up against the house for the past 3 years, eating these plants, and therefore they never grew. I would notice that it would seem like a leaf would try to grow on it, and then all of a sudden it would be completely gone. And it started to worry me. I said, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't these leaves growing? Well, I finally had some common sense and went and looked on the camera, and you think I would have done that a year prior, but I didn't. It was because the deer were eating these plants for over a year, and thank goodness they never died. And so I thought about this maybe in a little bit of an inspirational way. And I posted this on Facebook the other night, and I want to read it to you. I said, over a year ago, I planted some azaleas. You just saw them on your screen. If you're listening on Spirit Radio FM, obviously you didn't see them, but you can hear and paint the picture. I planted these over a year. I'm not exactly a green thumb, but these were supposed to be the no-brainer kind. You dig a hole, you put them in the ground, you give them a little water, and they grow. Not a hard plant at all to grow. But for a year, like I said, nothing ever happened. The plants looked dead. Every now and then I'd see a little leaf sprout, start to grow. I'd get a little bit of hope, and then the next day everything gone. And I almost gave up on them completely. In fact, before winter hit, I had the lawnmower. I said, I'm just going to run these plants over and just call it done. But I finally figured out why they didn't take root. It dawned on me, people had told me, as I said earlier, the deer would not bother these plants. They were dead wrong. For the past year, the deer had been sneaking into our front yard, eating those tender new leaves, even the little branches that were starting to grow. Every single time that happened, the plants never stood a chance. It's not because they weren't alive, but it was because they simply were never protected. A few days ago, I put a little fence, as you saw there in a few moments ago. I had some fencing material, landscaping fence. I put it around those plants, and to my amazement, literally in just 2 days, they've grown more than they had all year. In fact, that picture was a few days ago. These things have already grown even more. One of them, as I showed you, starting to bud that flower. And here's where the inspiration kicks in on all this. It reminded me of something extremely powerful. And think about this and if it relates to your life this morning. Sometimes in life, we do every single thing that we think we know how to do. We plant the seed, we water it, and we wait patiently. Maybe this morning you've planted a seed in a job. Maybe you've planted a seed in a relationship. You've watered that, and you're just waiting patiently. But here is the whole key to this. We don't realize that the enemy, in a lot of cases, has been slowly and quietly coming in, stealing our growth before we can ever see it take root, just like those deer sneaking into the front yard, eating those plants. The Bible tells us this, that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I want to remind you this morning, with Christ as our protector, our shield, we are no longer vulnerable. He guards our hearts, our minds, our purpose. And friends, just like that little fence changed everything for those little azalea plants, God's protection allows us to grow, bloom, and flourish. And so my whole takeaway this morning to get you started here on this Tuesday is maybe you're in that rut. Maybe you're in that relationship. Maybe you're waiting on that financial breakthrough. Maybe that job isn't there yet. Maybe there's even an illness that you're dealing with. These are all very tough things. Maybe you're dealing with a death with a friend or a family. There's been a lot of people these past couple of weeks that I've known that have passed away and went to be with the Lord. I want to remind you, though, don't try to do it all on your own. Let God surround you. Trust Him to guard your life and watch Him move in ways that you never imagined. The verse to sum all this up is 2 Thessalonians 3:3 that reads this, "But the Lord is faithful, who will establish you and guard you from the evil one." So just a little takeaway. I thought of all that from those little bitty azalea plants just a couple of days ago. Many of you are joining us here this morning. Continue to let us know that you're on. We'd love to hear from you. I want to give a couple of shout-outs already today. Phyllis Dillard, by the way, our first engager. That never happens, Phyllis. Phyllis, the number one comment coming in today. Good morning to you. Quentin Glaze, our number one engager on the program. already chiming in today. How about the Brisketeer of Huntsville, Kyle Kreiner? Good morning to you, my friend. Hey, Kyle, by the way, those tacos you brought us from La Michoacana were awesome, man. So thank you for that. Jamie Saucier joining us from Saucier Woodworks. Jason Thompson joining us, not in person as he normally is on a Tuesday, but he said, good morning, y'all. Sorry I'm not there today. He was up last night. No worries at all, brother. Our good friend Jennifer Augustinetti, always appreciate her. She's saying it's a terrific Tuesday. Y'all have a blessed day. And don't forget, Rare of Breed concert tomorrow evening. That's over at Northside Baptist Church. If you haven't heard of Rare of Breed, go look them up online. This is a really awesome Christian group. And sometimes during these concerts, people even get baptized. I mean, these guys are amazing. So go check them out. It's Rare of Breed. You can go to Northside Baptist Church website for ticket information for that. I think it's only $12. But Jennifer, thank you for that reminder. Deborah Wine joining us this morning. She has Steadfast Keepsakes. And I want you guys to do a favor. You may have seen, if you go to our Hello Huntsville Facebook page, there is a link there or a post that says supporting local. Go to Deborah's page and like that page. She is working really hard with these custom handmade keepsakes. They are absolutely beautiful. Sometimes you'll see behind me, I don't have it up here today, but we'll have a wreath and different things. She does incredible work. And also today, I'm going to give away this in honor of Deborah's Steadfast Keepsakes. Some little handmade things that she has put together, soaps and different fragrances and things. That will be our giveaway today. And we'll have the keyword in a moment. But this is courtesy of Steadfast Keepsakes. So good morning to you, Deborah. Our good friend, the grandmother of Huntsville, joining us, Carolyn Gibson. Good morning to you. And also, how about Sharon Taylor Dennis? Good morning to you. And Deborah Sledge joining us as well. Several new people joining the program this morning. And we never want to forget about those of you that are listening this morning on Spirit Radio. You can feel free to let us know that you're out there as well by texting us on that Zero Degree Creations phone and text line. We'll take a brief break. Our friends are here this morning, and we're going to have a great show lined up. We've got a couple of things going on today, and I also want to highlight a couple of businesses that are set to open and that are coming soon here in Huntsville, so make sure you stay locked in as we continue to promote the good here in our community. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. Our friends from Creed Classical School joining us in just a few moments. And I do want to remind you real quick, check this out, our keyword this week, because Thursday it's time to get the rodeo underway. Keyword this week is rodeo. And all you got to do is text in the word rodeo along with your name. That is on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. This is your show as we continue promoting the good here in our community. It is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us, please.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Looking for the perfect office space? Drive success with premier office spaces in Huntsville at Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Raven Property Management has moved in, and we're on site, ready to give you a tour at 2503 Lake Road. Whether you're a startup, small business, or an established company, our Class A offices provide the professional environment you need to thrive. Flexible leases, modern amenities, and a prime location. This is where business gets done. Execute your success today. Visit HuntsvilleWorkspace.com to schedule your tour.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Hi, I'm Pam. I'm thankful for my family. Jesus, my friends, my church, my school, all of the rest. The Lord has given me.
Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit
94.3. All right, Huntsville, welcome back as we continue on this journey on episode 475. Don't even seem like we've been on that long, but over 2 years. We're so thankful for all of you. How about 62 degrees right now, humid outside. We'll get close to 90 today before a little cool front blows through the area. We'll be down to 61 tonight, so not much change overnight. But then tomorrow, high of 83. Sounds like not much of a cool front. 62 Wednesday night, and then rain back in the forecast. And we had Viola Hollis on from the Walker County Fair Association yesterday, and we're just going to pray that rain stays away because the parade will get started on Thursday. And then rain, unfortunately, in the forecast Thursday night, Friday, but then things should clear out of here a little bit on Saturday, and we should be good for rodeo time here in Huntsville. By the way, the keyword, we're giving away a gift from Steadfast Keepsakes today, and all you have to do is text in the keyword rodeo. That's on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Well, we have a few guests with us today, and they are coming on the camera in 3, 2, 1. Welcome in, y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, good to have you. We're gonna play Pass the Mic, Popcorn Mic this morning on Good Morning Huntsville, but we want to welcome in our friends here from Creed Classical School. It's so great to have y'all, and joined by Lindsay McCafferty. If you know the McCafferty name, you can make that connection. I said, you must be Tyler's wife, and she said right away, yes, I am. So good to see you, Lindsay. Michelle Taylor joining us. Her husband has Iron Brothers here in town, a wonderful organization. And then what I was told was a rock star mom. We forgot the rock music, but Rachel Nethery joining us as well today. Lindsay, I'll start with you. Before we dig into the school, I gave away a couple of hints already about who you are, but just let us know a little bit about you and your connection here in Huntsville, if you don't mind.
Sure. Thanks for having us on this morning.
Yeah, you bet. It's great to have you all.
So like you said, my name's Lindsay McCafferty. I've born and raised here in Huntsville. Love to call it home. Married to Tyler. We have 3 amazing kiddos. They're in 7th grade, 4th grade, and 1st. And of course, they attend Creed Classical. Husband and I have been a part of the Huntsville community for all of our lives. Both of us were lucky enough to be born and raised here. And we love being a part of the community and looking forward to the fair this week. And so excited about that.
Yeah, well, that's great. 3, huh? So, see, my wife and I, we decided to get started late. So I'm 41 in April, and we still got one in diapers. So it's been a great journey. But the little ones are great. And, you know, this Creed Classical is a great school. We'll dig into that in just a little bit. But thank you for sharing. We'll popcorn mic over to Miss Rachel. Let us know a little bit about you. Oh, you know what? No, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll stay here with Michelle.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
So I am not from the Huntsville area. My husband David has a business here in Huntsville, Iron Brothers Metals. He is Sam Houston alumni, so he is familiar with the Huntsville area. And in 2020, when he got ready to start his business, Huntsville is where he landed. So we are in the Anderson area. We were in Montgomery for quite a while, but his connection to Huntsville through the business means I'm connected to the business, and so we'll tell you more later about the way that the 3 of us got connected through Creed. But it's been really neat to be a part of the community.
Yeah, well, thank you, Michelle. We'll pass it on. And I promise I didn't leave you out because you weren't from Huntsville, but it's okay. We'll pass the mic down to Miss Rachel. Let us know a little bit about you, Rachel.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having us.
You bet.
I am Rachel. My husband's Jason. We're both also from Huntsville. We have 4 kids that go to Creed. Our oldest is in 7th grade, and then a 5th grader, 4th grader, and a 2nd grader. My husband builds houses, and yeah.
So I got to ask you with 4.
Yes.
So you had 3. Rachel has 4. We only have 2. Does it get harder with 3? Because I'm just trying to let my wife know she wants more, and 41 is kind of crazy for me. She's a little bit younger than me, so there's still some time for her, but what would you recommend?
I would say have as many kids as you can.
Okay, the show's over. Thank you. Well, that's great, though. Well, it is. We'll stay with you, Rachel, and we'll talk a little bit more about the school. But, it is important to have a great school and education where children can go. My children right now go to Tomorrow's Promise, and they're one of our foundation sponsors, and we love having them enroll because they learn so much. And Tomorrow's Promise runs with Christian principles as well, just like Creed does, and you guys are serving older children too. Kind of just let us know a little bit about your involvement, and we'll stick with you on that, and just how you got involved and how your kids are doing with the school.
Yeah, so Jason and I are one of the founding families of Creed. I would say, 3 or 4 years ago, our Bible study group just started talking about we just wanted something different for our kids. And we really weren't sure what it looked like. We talked about homeschool. We talked about just kind of our group of friends doing something. And then actually Lindsay told me about a collaborative school that they had looked into or visited, I can't remember. And I was like, hey, I kind of like that model, which is what Creed is. I hadn't heard of it before. And so just through prayer, lots of prayer, and just the way God ordained everything to happen, we were able to stand Creed up 2 years ago. So we're wrapping up our second year. And my involvement, we're on the board of Creed. Jason is the president. And my kids love it. They love it a lot.
Well, that's great.
At first, it was hard for them to kind of figure out what homeschool was and going to school, because we had been going to a 5-day-a-week school. But now, like, they know as soon as they're done with school, they can go play, they can go fish, they can go hunt, they can do whatever they want, and they love it. So.
I love that. That's great. Well, Michelle, let us know just a little bit about your involvement. Maybe give us some more details, too, about the school, if you don't mind.
Yeah, and I forgot to say that I also have children. So our boys are 16 and 17, so they're finishing up their sophomore and junior year.
I'm so late to the game. Like,
no, not at all. And I would echo, have as many as possible.
Yeah, and thanks for that, by the way, because my wife was listening before she went to work, and she just said, when she says booyah, that means she's like super excited. Okay. She just said booyah, the more the merrier. So thanks a lot for that. Appreciate it.
Yes, the more godly children we can produce for this world, the better.
Amen.
So absolutely. So we actually came to Creed from the homeschool community. This is our 8th or 9th year homeschooling our boys. They did start off in public school, and we made the decision in their 2nd and 3rd grade year to pull them out. And what we thought was going to be a temporary decision, here we are 9 years later. And so for us, as they were approaching high school, we were looking for new ways to challenge them and prepare them for life outside of high school. There were certain things that we weren't willing to compromise on. We wanted to maintain a Christian worldview in their education, and really we wanted to maintain a home-based education, but we saw the value of interacting with another community and other families. And a friend just happened to mention knowing that Creed was in the process of beginning, and so I went to an informational meeting, and honestly, we were hooked instantly, just to know that there was a community we could collaborate with for educating our boys, where we still remain the primary educators for them. And they love it as well. They are meeting new friends. There are other teachers that are speaking into their lives besides just their parents. Sometimes parents, we've heard it already. And so to have other godly adults come alongside them and echo the things that they've heard us say all this time, it's been great. And so they are part of the model. It's Christian, it's classical, and it's collaborative. Collaborative meaning the parents and the teachers work together.
That's cool.
I am their primary educator Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they go to a facility on Tuesdays and Thursdays where they meet with other trained teachers and have other classmates. And so it really is the best of both worlds to blend being at home, but also partnering with a community for the education of your child.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Just the format, that's something unique that I haven't heard of before, and I think it's great. Well, Lindsay, let us know a little bit kind of about your involvement with Creed Classical as well.
Okay, thank you. Tyler and I are also part of the founding family group. We serve on the board. I am the treasurer of the board this year. And I'll just kind of echo what Rachel said. We were also attending a 5-day-a-week school, and we just kind of got in the rat race of life. We were going to school, and then we were coming home, and we were doing homework, and then we were off to the various activities of the night, and we were putting our kids to bed, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I realized I hadn't had a meaningful conversation with my kid all day because I hadn't been with them. I may have facilitated their activities, but I hadn't truly been a part of their daily life. And so Tyler and I began praying about what God had in store for our family and for our children, and we spoke to our Bible study group about it, and we understood that they also had some of the same feelings, and so they joined us in prayer, and God just orchestrated so many different things where we were able to, through His grace, put Creed together. And so it's been a wonderful blessing. My kids have thoroughly enjoyed it, getting to be a part of a community of other students and teachers and getting to go to school. But then also on home days, they wake up and they do their morning chores and they get ready for the day and they come downstairs and we do school together. But then they're free to do whatever they want and they can be kids and go outside and have that freedom. And so it's been able to give us that family time back together, and it's allowed Tyler and I to be a part of their daily lives, that be a part of their education, to be a part of their spiritual growth, and just be that primary role in their lives.
That's great. I love the flow and kind of how it's set up. What are the ages that Creed serves? Like if someone's watching this morning and says, I've got a little one, I've got a child, let us know a little bit more about that kind of structure and what age groups it serves.
We are kindergarten through 12th grade. So if you've got kids, go to our website and there's an application there. We want to serve all ages. So kindergarten through 12th grade, and some of our classes are combined, but we make it work, and the teachers are fabulous.
Awesome.
And they're able to hone in on each kid's individual needs.
Michelle, I wanted to go back to you and talk a little bit more about the structure, because I don't want to let this just kind of gloss over. Y'all have explained it a little bit, but I want the audience to really grasp this concept, because I've heard you say, and Rachel was talking about this, where there's some days where you're at the location, other days you're at home. Talk a little bit more and expand on that and kind of how that works.
Sure. So coming from the homeschool community, I was used to being the person who had to, you sit down every summer and you figure out, okay, what is our curriculum going to be next year, and how do we map it out, and how do we get through it all, and what does each day look like? What Creed offers is they select the curriculum and they create the lesson plans for you. And so part of what you receive from Creed is weekly lesson plans where the trained teachers have already laid out what every day looks like. And so for every subject, it would say, today we're covering this chapter, these questions. It's all mapped out for you. And I would say that was an intimidating part about being in the homeschool world, is thinking, I'm responsible for all of this. But the great thing is that Creed partners with you and they lay it out for you. And so it really is as simple as every week you print the lesson plans, you lay them out together, and you just have to follow it. You go section by section, and this is what we're going to cover, and when you're done, you're done. And there are days that take longer. I mean, we're in the high school world, and so there's lots of reading, lots of in-depth research and study at times, but the boys have really learned how to manage the load, and they both work part-time jobs in our community, and so they can do both. We're very involved in our church, and so they can look at their schedule for the week, and as long as it all gets done, they can choose when they get it done, so that they can balance that work life with their social life, with their, plugging into our community as well. So
We'll go back to Rachel also. Rachel, expanding even more on that, how many days, again, are you at the location? And maybe describe the location where you guys meet also, but how many days are you at the location, and then how many days, again, are you at home with the children?
Yeah,
or
so
students, because some of them are growing up. Well, they're always children, so.
So we meet on Tuesday and Thursday at Union Grove Baptist Church, and they have been amazing for Creed. We literally would not be Creed without Union Grove, so we are so thankful for them. So Tuesday and Thursday we meet there, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday are home days. And so grammar, which would be K through 6th grade, are 4 days a week. So Tuesday, Thursday at school, and then Wednesday, Friday typically is how our lesson plan works. However, with the flexibility of it, you could do, Fridays work on Monday or over the weekend. Like this week we did, my kids did Friday's work yesterday, just because we wanted to take Friday off. And then when you get to logic and rhetoric, which is 7th through 12th grade, they have some work on Monday. And like Michelle said, it's reading, it's researching. That on Mondays typically is what Monday is for the older kids. So
yeah, that's great. Well, I'll go back to Lindsay, if you don't mind, Lindsay. You've described, a little bit about just you guys being one of the founding families as well, but maybe expand a little bit more just this experience now for y'all, and what are some of the other benefits that you've seen for you and your family? You already mentioned about just getting to spend more time with your children and being there with them, but maybe somebody's watching this morning saying, how can it help me? Maybe expand a little bit on that.
Sure, thank you. So it has allowed us to take that role of primary educator for our children, something that we were lacking before. Scripture calls us to diligently teach our children, whether we're lying down or awake or eating or sleeping, whatever it is, we're supposed to be diligently teaching our children the things about the Lord. And so this has given us the opportunity to have that time with them, to be able to teach them those things. So it has grown our relationship with each other, and then also has been spiritually beneficial for our children and for ourselves. And just that time together as a family unit, getting to make memories together and have the flexibility of the homeschool side where we can take trips, or my kids are very involved in sports and in 4-H, and so they have the time to be able to give to those extracurricular activities. So that has been a huge benefit for them. And then just being with other like-minded families, being a part of that community and that support that we're able to give each other has been an immense blessing to mine and my family.
That's awesome. Well, Michelle, I'll toss it back. We're playing microphone popcorn this morning. I love the collaborative model that you guys have. The curriculum is awesome. The tuition, too, is affordable. Maybe you don't have to go into pricing, but maybe just talk about how that tuition works and how it works for families. Mentioning that it's affordable and serving many areas, not just here in Walker County also.
It's affordable tuition.
Yeah.
So it's a great option for someone that might say, I want private school for my children, but I can't afford 5 days. This is a great option to still be able to have that Christian foundation in your education, and the prices do change based on their age and based on the amount of training that's involved for the teachers that lead them, and just kind of their needs as well. But I'm not going to lie, it's a sacrifice. To be at home with them means a single income family for us, but it doesn't mean that for everybody. We have families that they change their work schedule to be available at home 3 days a week, and maybe they go to work 2 days a week. It is a sacrifice, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
It really is, and like anything, the more you sacrifice, the more you see the fruits of that, and the Lord honors that. And so we are able to make it work, and we're just blessed to be a part of it.
Well, that's great. Well, friends, I want to encourage you, go online. So much more information at creedclassical.org. A great opportunity for Christian education here in our community, and an awesome way to blend that homeschool method with still being able to be out to a couple of days a week. I just love the model, love what you guys are doing, and anytime y'all have any more information or events or things that are going on that you need help promoting, please let us know, and we'd love to help share that with the community. So anything else that maybe was on y'all's minds? Rachel, anything you wanted to mention?
Okay.
Yeah, talking about enrollment,
Yeah, so we are currently enrolling for next year. So I think Lindsay mentioned earlier, you can just go to our website and there's an application to start filling out. We do have what we call information meetings, and so we have that once a month. Probably we'll do 2 in the summer just because summer's a little bit busier for people. But our next one, that's what I thought, April 17th.
Coming up soon.
Yeah, so, but all that's on our website. So the information meeting is a mandatory. It's just like the first step in enrolling. It's not committing. Like if you come to a meeting, you're not committing to coming. It's just you can come and hear from our head of school, and then usually we have a board member that kind of gives their testimony for Creed, and then you can do the application. You can ask questions at that meeting. Y'all can reach out to us on social media. So, yeah, we're here to answer any questions anybody has, and we would love to have more people join us next year.
My question is, at these meetings, is food provided?
Sometimes I make cookies.
Okay, all right. But if you eat the cookies, you are committed. Then you are committing.
Yes.
So don't eat the cookies.
Maybe I should just make that a staple that we offer cookies when you go.
Perfect. Well, thank y'all so much. Lindsay, was there anything else maybe that you were thinking of before we go today?
It's just been an amazing blessing for our family, I think for so many others. And please go check out our website, creedclassical.org, or check us out on our social media pages. Our next information meeting, like Rachel said, is April 7th, and it's a great time just to come and learn more about the classical model, the collaborative model, and how we teach everything through a Christian worldview. We want to raise these kids to go out into a world and be difference makers, and we want them to love truth, to seek goodness, and to pursue beauty. And so we want them to have a lifelong love for learning. And so that's one of our main goals.
Again, that meeting Monday, April the 7th, 6:30 over at K&G Mortgage Offices. You know where that is.
I do.
Over at K&G. And that's the best way to kind of find out more information, and it is required before you apply. So if you're interested, maybe you heard something this morning and said, I've been looking for something like that, go to these informational meetings. There's another one on Monday, May the 12th, if you can't make that one. Again, one in June, also on June the 16th. But you can find out all that information on their website. Very easy to navigate. Go to creedclassical.org. Thank you all so much for being so great. I love
Thank you so much.
hearing about new things and great things happening, especially when there's something so good for young people here in our community, and you guys are doing that, so thank you. All right, well, our real estate expert, Terry Coleman, is in the house. We'll talk to her when we come back. Hey, by the way, we're giving away some stuff, and all you got to do is text in the keyword rodeo. You guys going to the rodeo parade or involved in any of that, Lindsay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Are you going to have a float? Is Creed going to have a float in the parade?
We will not have a float, but
All right.
we will be there representing.
It may be raining, so that's not a bad thing this year. But the keyword rodeo, text in rodeo and your name for a chance to win. Beautiful gift basket from Steadfast Keepstakes. All you got to do is text that in to 936-339-0139. As always, our show on a Tuesday brought to you by Guardian Defense, all things personal safety. Check them out online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. We'll continue on. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville. Please stay with us.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Big news, Huntsville. The grand opening of Huntsville Executive Office Suites is happening Wednesday, March 27th, starting at 4 p.m. Join us at 2503 Lake Road for an evening of celebration with great food, live music, and entertainment for the whole family. Tour our premier office spaces, meet the team, and see why Huntsville Executive Office Suites is the perfect place for your business to thrive. Don't miss this exciting event. Bring your friends and family, and let's celebrate together. Visit HuntsvilleWorkspace.com for more details. We'll see you March 27th at 4 p.m.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
All right, Huntsville, welcome back in. Boy, what a great morning learning more about awesome organizations here in our community. And anytime you have an expert in the house, it's always good. And I can't think of a better expert in the real estate market than none other than the real estate expert of Huntsville, TC, Terry Coleman. What's going on, Terry?
Well, thanks, my dear.
I need to turn. Oh, you know what? I had you muted. Didn't I? Did I have you muted? She even said my dear, and I didn't even get that on audio. Okay, Terry, right. Let's just pretend you say it again, okay? Oh, good to have you this morning.
Thank you, my dear.
There we go. Perfect. It's good to have you. Terry Coleman is our Hello Huntsville real estate expert. And, you know, I don't just say that because she's a sponsor of the show, but she really is. She's known this community. You wouldn't believe it, but for many, somehow at 23 years old, she's been serving Huntsville for over 30 years. I don't know how negative years, but, you know, it works out that way, right, Terry?
That's right. That's right. Long time.
Well, we were supposed to have you guys come on last week, and I was dealing with just nastiness, you know, the flu and RSV and all sorts of stuff. And Michelle was going to come on. Y'all were scheduled this week. But Michelle was going to come last week to talk about what's happening at Rotary, a very, very important event that you hold very near and dear. So let us know about the event and what it is.
Well, it is Wine Quest. It is Rotary's only fundraiser that they do. And the nice thing about this fundraiser is that it benefits the community. It's one fundraiser, and then all the money that we make, we pass it on to other charities in the community, such as Safe House, Good Shepherd Mission, Veterans and Patriots, Rise to Read, and many others. So when you come to this event and you spend money, you're actually helping out all the other charities. You know, many people we've contacted about being a sponsor for Wine Quest, and many people have, many businesses have, and we're very thankful for that. But some businesses, you know, say, oh, well, I give my money to Safe House, or I give my money to CASA, or well, that's great, and I'm glad you do. But come to Wine Quest, because now you're giving to all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this year the theme is Big Top Circus.
Big Top Circus, yes.
It's going to be great. You can go to winequestrotary.org. We want you to be involved in this. It's coming. It's right around the corner, April the 12th from 7 to 10 p.m. A great fun night, and our friend Bill Doggett MCs that event. He does a wonderful job, and this year Elliot has always stepped up from Elliot's Jewelers.
Yes, he has.
But talk about this big, I'm going to call it what it is, this Big Daddy he's got this year. This is beautiful.
Yes, it is. So we have raffle tickets for $100 a ticket, and Elliot is giving away, as you can see on the screen, a 1-carat diamond ring. So whoever wins through that raffle will go home with a 1-carat diamond ring. And it's not just a cheap diamond. You know, it's a nice quality diamond.
Yeah, this thing's valued at $7,500. And folks, you can get those raffle tickets now. Is that right, Terry? Can folks buy the raffle tickets now?
You can go online to our website, which is www.winequestrotary.org. And you can buy raffle tickets. You can buy tickets to the event. You can buy a table. So you can do everything you need to do right there. Or if you have a friend who's in Rotary, go hit them up. Tell them you want to go. Tell them you want a raffle ticket. You do not have to be there to win.
Yeah, make sure you be a part of this. You know, we always lift up and encourage our community. That's what this whole platform and the show is about. Rotary is doing incredible work. Now, Terry and I are being a little biased because we're both Rotarians, but gives back and gives back in very big ways, not just on a national scale, but right here locally, supporting many organizations that Terry already mentioned. And WineQuest is the fundraiser each year for Rotary. This brings in a considerable amount of revenue to give back to these nonprofits. I think in years past, upwards of $30,000 has went back to the local community through these events. And this year, we're hoping for even more because we have a special friend who is matching those funds.
That's right. That's right. Last year, we raised $48,000. The year before that, it was $50,000. So we usually hit around that. And yes, by the time we take out our expenses, it's about $35,000 to $40,000 that goes back into the community. This year, we're very, very blessed. We had a goal of $100,000 because Vance and Karen Howard Foundation is matching us dollar for dollar. So we're very excited about that. So, you know, all these charities that you hold dear to you, come to WineQuest, and now they'll get a raise from us.
Yeah, and think about it, too. What Terry just said earlier, when people are well, I already give to them, I already give them. That's great, but if you give through Rotary this year, not only are you giving to, you know, an organization, you're giving to multiple organizations, but that money is going to be doubled. This year.
Yes, doubled, and we're real excited about that.
Yeah.
So we encourage everyone, you know, even if maybe you can't attend April 12th, buy a raffle ticket. I mean, we raise our money through tickets to the event, through the raffle tickets, through live auctions and silent auctions, purchasing of tables. So, and if you're a business and you'd like to sponsor, it's not too late. We will be, although it's getting close, but you will be advertised in our pamphlet there at the event. You'll be advertised on our website. And we would really appreciate it and be glad. And sponsorships are $500 to $5,000.
Yeah, not bad at all. And friends, I want to encourage you too. It's so easy to get these tickets or to even sponsor. You could just go online to the website. Terry mentioned earlier, it's winequestrotary.org. There's a link up there that you can go to on the front page to purchase tickets and the raffle tickets as well as tickets to the event or a table. You can do it all online right now. You can go to the website and say, hey, I want to get a couple of raffle tickets. I want to buy a couple of tables. Or maybe you can't do the table. You can get individual tickets as well.
Yes.
Super easy through the website. Made it so convenient.
Easy. And they're so inexpensive. I think it's what, $65 a ticket?
Yeah, 60. If two or more are going, $65 a ticket. If it's one person, $75. Not bad at all to support a great organization.
And the event is so much fun. We have the Razzmatazz band. Jazz band there. Of course, there's all kinds of socializing going on, the live auction, the silent auction, but it's all the wine tasting you want to taste, all the craft beer you want to taste, and of course all the circus food. you want to eat. So yeah. So
it's going to be
please
fun.
come out.
Well, you've been a part of this now for several years. What have you
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed most about this? I know it's a lot of work, Terry, and I want to give you and the other volunteers such tremendous credit, for doing this. I know Karen has been a big part of it as well, but you've kind of really taken the lead on this. What has it been like for you the past few years, just being so involved?
Incredible. It's been it's a lot of work, like you said, and as we get closer to the event, we're all really tired and thinking, oh my goodness. But then that night, it's just exhilarating. It's fun. It's fun to see the people in the community that come out to help support. And every year there's always different people that you wasn't there last year, but they heard about it, and now they're there this year. So that's always a lot of fun. And every year is a different theme. This year happens to be the Big Top Circus. Last year's theme was something different. One year, it was the Roaring 2020s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a fun event. And then there's such satisfaction at the end when it's all done and you see the numbers and it was like, okay, this is what Rotary has done for this community.
Love it. Well, Terry, appreciate you and just your involvement. You do so much in the community.
Thank you.
I do want to take a moment, too, to highlight. I know you'll be back on Friday because we really want to make sure that folks are learning about this event and get involved in it. And I know we were going to do one segment about Rotary, and then we were going to have you back to talk about the business. But I said, let's just do both because I do want to highlight you. You know, we've coined you as the real estate expert. You know real estate better than anyone in this community because you've been here, you've been around it. You're ingrained, you're invested. This isn't just a hobby for you. This is your life being involved in real estate. Let us know just how business has been going. It seems like everywhere I look, I'm seeing things for sale. Are people buying?
They are. This is Huntsville right now. If you want, in Walker County, if you want to invest, this is absolutely the best time to invest. Walker County is growing. New businesses are coming in. We're really like on the nail of it just booming here. And so this is the best time to invest, whether it's a commercial or residential or some rent houses. But I've never seen it this good before.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
we've been
everywhere
very,
I go,
very busy.
I'm seeing just a lot for sale here in Huntsville. And I know interest rates have kind of scared some people, but it seems like things have really stabilized right now
They
as
have.
far as that's going, right?
They have. You know, and I tell people, they always say, well, is it going to go back down? Is it going to go back down? I don't know. It probably will, probably won't. I don't know. I don't have the. But what I do know is, if it goes down significantly, refi.
Yeah, refinance.
And if it goes up, be glad you got what you got right now.
See, it's a win-win, right?
Yeah, it's a win-win. I mean, my gosh, my first house was 14%. So,
Yikes.
Right now at 5 and 6, and I'm like, great time.
My mortgage guy he called me. I think I told you this story. We were really blessed a few years ago because I didn't know if we were going to be able to get a house again, just with where my credit was and all that. And he said, do this, and in 6 months I can help you. Well, he was right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind promoting. It's Russell Barnett.
Yes, he is.
He helped
He's
me.
good.
Incredible. And we've got great mortgage guys. Lindsay was just here. Tyler does a great job.
Tyler
KNG
does
as
a
well.
great job, too.
But Russell, man, really, really helped me. And he was right on the money with everything that I needed. And we got in the house. He called me. He's like, Rob, the only bad news I got for you is the interest rate. And I was like, oh, man, what's this going to be? Because, my credit, I just got it back to where it needed to be, got everything taken care of. He goes, yeah, all I can really get you right now is like 3.2. And I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm sorry. I thought I was trying to get you down below 3. I said, brother, I came from paying like 6 1/4. This is great.
That's right. That's right.
So, but you're right. Anytime, buy it. And if it goes down, then refi.
So, and that's what we did. Our home, I can't even remember what we were, like the home we're in right now. I can't even remember what the interest rate was. But when it did drop down, Russell refied, and I think we were at 1.5%.
Oh,
so
1 pointer over here. Ooh. No, I'm just kidding.
but there's some great people here in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Again, Tyler McCafferty is a great mortgage guy. Russell Barnett's a great mortgage guy. There's some good realtors in town, you know, not just me, but there's other good realtors in town. So get with someone. If you're not sure what you qualify for, go see one of those two guys. And, I mean, that's not going to cost you anything. Just go sit down with them, talk to them, and see what you qualify for. And that's really the first step you need to do before you contact a realtor.
Yeah.
Is find out how much you don't want to be looking at $500,000 homes if you can only afford $100,000, and you don't want to be looking at $100,000 if you can afford $500,000.
And Terry won't say this, but I'm going to say it for her. I know Terry's very sweet and she's humble, but I will say this for her because she would appreciate me saying this because she won't say it. Please get pre-approved because real estate agents work their tail off.
Yes.
And I don't mean this rudely, and this is why Terry would never say this. I say it as someone looking out for a friend, for a real estate agent. I don't want to say this rudely, but it's almost like you're wasting everybody's time. They're out working hard. They got to drive. They got to put their money into their They don't get reimbursed for this if they don't sell the house. And so my advice is, this is my opinion, and Terry just said do it. Make sure that you get pre-approved first, because if you're going out and these real estate agents are working their tails off, Terry works her tail off, don't drag her on a rat race looking at all these houses if you can't afford them. I'm just being honest because it is.
Thank you.
And I know Terry won't mind showing you and taking care of you regardless, but if I was in her shoes, I'd be like, please, I got stuff to do and I want to make sure I'm taking care of you. Let me take care of you. You need to know what you're doing first. And that's the thing. You need to know what you can spend. Otherwise, you really are. You're wasting your time and you're wasting the real estate agent's time. So I'll say it for
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah. So, and Terry's going to help you regardless.
That's right.
But just make sure that you're pre-qualified first. You've got a couple of listings. One of them I know y'all have been working on trying to sell downtown. Tell us about it.
1605 15th Street. That is an awesome home. First of all, it's over 100 years old. It's historical. It's got the 100-year-old hardwood floors in it. It's been completely redone. It's just an awesome home. But the best part about it is that it is mixed use. So it's in an area that it could be residential, it could be short-term rental, it can be an office space, and the location of it is great because it's close to downtown, it's close to everything. So if you wanted to use it as, like, let's just say an insurance office or a hair salon or any other type of business, the location of it's perfect.
Look at the upstairs. That's storage right there upstairs.
Well,
am I on the right house?
Yes.
Look, but I mean, the upstairs, you could use it for anything, even an office.
That's an office, it could be a library, it could be a nursery. And at the other end of that, where that room is a bedroom.
Wow.
So it is 4 bedrooms, 3 sunrooms, and a guest room. So, I mean, it is big. The sunrooms, I haven't seen it, but I was told that a fraternity rented it out a few years back, and they use those sunrooms as bedrooms. So if you did something like that, well, then you're looking at a 7-bedroom.
I mean, all this is beautifully remodeled, too. Just an absolute
The owner did a
home.
Great job.
And y'all feel like this thing went down. It's $321.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there thinking,
$329.
$321.9. There you go. So, boy, that is great. And Terry, here's something else, and I don't want to misspeak, but I have heard, little Buzzy here in Huntsville. They call the mascot Buzzy for a reason.
Yes.
Little Buzzy's been buzzing around, and I have heard that there may be some, and I'm not saying it like in a rude way. It's a good thing, but there may be some rezoning type deals, and I don't want to misspeak, so please take it with a grain of salt. But someone had said that it's going to be difficult down the road for you to have a home-based business in the city limits of Huntsville. Now, I don't know the validity of that or the truth of that, but I'm saying that this could be an opportunity right now, because if you get this and you get the business, you're going to be grandfathered in.
You're exactly right.
And so I've heard that a commercial business that people are having to come to, I know in Georgetown they stopped. You're not allowed to you can't run a business out of your home if you live in the city limits, if it's a place that people come to. Now, they're not going to say you can if you're an independent agent or something like that.
Right.
But you can't have people driving up to your house and meeting with you in Georgetown anymore. They've said you can't do that if you're a business. And I don't know if that's going to happen here. Someone had said that they had heard that could be on the agenda. And so I'm just telling you, go ahead now. And a lot of cities are banning that, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Get involved now because you will be grandfathered in,
Yes,
is my
you will.
understanding.
Mhm.
So,
Yep, and that's perfect. Another listing I have is in New Waverly. So if people love barn dominiums, this is a great barn dominium.
oh, is it this green one here?
So yes,
Let me show this here.
Now there's a lot of
Beautiful.
barn dominiums that people build to look like barn dominiums. This is an original. This
Wow.
was actually a barn that was turned into a barn dominium, and I just think this would be a great Airbnb.
Boy, that is a ton of land. How much land is this?
2 acres.
Wow.
And it has, the residential part. It's got a huge storage part as part of the barn. Has a swimming pool. So, and it's right there in New Waverly. That is a close drive for
Look at
people
that.
coming from Houston, coming up and just want to spend the weekend.
Beautiful kitchen, too.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Handmade by a cabinet person in New Waverly.
You're thinking about, for an Airbnb, people want to have room and kind of spread out and relax. Bonfires at night, all these kind of things you can do. There's tons of property that you can do with this out here.
Oh yes, and swimming pool. So in the summer. So I could really see that as a person coming up on the weekend and swimming.
Wow, check
and
that out.
It's gorgeous.
What is this? Is this like a little extra?
Okay, so when you come in, right there at the front door, you come in, and there is the kitchen, the dining area, which leads into the kitchen, which you saw, the big cabinets.
But this is like another
you go
kitchen.
on through, and then back here is the hangout, living room, hangout, den. We call it the party room. And there's a little kitchen in there, bar stools, hanging out. It's just amazing. Then from the back door of it, you go into this huge storage area, which is the barn, and then off of that area is a guest room, which has just been redone.
There's a pool.
Fabulous.
There's a swimming pool.
Yeah.
I thought you said you could build whenever we were talking about that, I thought you were saying, yeah, you could build a pool. No, there's a pool.
There's a pool, a barbecue area. It's everything, and it's under $500,000.
Boy.
And it's easy to show.
My goodness. I want to move here.
I'll let you.
Yeah. This is how many bedrooms and baths is this? Let's see.
So
32.
in the home, there is 2 bedrooms and 2 full baths. Then, like I said, when you walk into that storage area behind there, at the end of it is a guest bedroom with a half bath.
Wow.
So it's basically 3, 2.5.
Boy, and taxes. So $3,000 for taxes? Is that accurate?
Yes.
My goodness.
I know.
Wow. Can I just write you a check? Can I give you cash, stacks of cash right now, $450? Call it a deal. Could they do that?
Probably so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only listed for like $498.
Yeah, that's
so
not
yeah,
bad.
we'll make it work. I'm a great negotiator.
Yeah, goodness gracious. What a property.
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
like,
awesome.
I wish I had some extra. I would literally, I love Huntsville. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Huntsville guy. But man, that right there, how nice is that? Mm-hmm. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
You could even build, if you wanted to move there and then build another little place. I'm assuming you could. Is it in the city limits?
No.
So it's county.
It's county.
So you're not restricted. So you could build another little 1-bedroom, 1-bath little guest house. You could even rent that out to somebody. You could live on it and then rent that out to somebody, right? If you wanted to.
So you have that you see, the house, the swimming pool, and then at the other end of the property is a barn, which
is the barn dominium.
No, that's the barn dominium
gotcha.
that you live in.
Okay.
But at the end of the property is just a whole nother barn, and what you're talking about, you could make that. You could turn that into another little cabin. So
There
you
you
could
go.
have 2 incomes.
Yeah, you could rent that out.
Rent it
Someone
out.
easily pay $1,000 a month to live there. I guarantee it. And there you go. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And that is so affordable. There's other properties in New Waverly out that 1374 that is a lot higher in price than what that is, and it's less acreage. So that is a steal.
Well, yeah, it is.
It's going to be a steal for somebody.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, who do I know that's got some money that'll hook me up and let me borrow some money to go make this happen? Terry?
Russell.
Yeah, Russell, yeah. Awesome. I'm only approved for like 3, so I gotta work it up a couple extra too. So if anybody's hiring, I'll work for you. I'll have a 3rd job. Well, this is great. Terry Coleman, she is your real estate expert. If you're looking to buy or sell, especially sell, give Terry a call. She wants to help you out. She can help connect you to your dream home, and she is. I mean this. She really is the real estate expert here in Huntsville, not just Huntsville, but throughout Walker County. Give her a call, and you can go to her website to see these listings and much more. And by the way, if there's something on here that she doesn't have listed that's her, she can help you with anything. That's the thing with real estate. You can get a hold of Terry. Just because some other agent is listing the property don't mean Terry can't sell it. She can.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, Terry, thanks for being here. Oh, and you know what? Any jewelry today?
Oh, well.
You got a ring on. What do you have today? You got a bracelet.
Okay. So this bracelet right here, my youngest son, Cody, went to Africa with Dr.
Cool.
Montgomery, and they toured, I think it was something like 6 tribes. And this was being made by the ladies at one of the tribes.
Wow.
And it feels like porcelain, but it's actually paper.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
It's paper?
Yeah, it's paper, but it feels like porcelain. But yeah, they made it and they put some kind of gook on it.
Wow. Yeah, if you don't know, so maybe some of you are new and you're like, why do you ask her about the jewelry? Terry always has a different piece of jewelry on. That's kind of her thing on the show. So no sugar today, though.
No, oh my goodness. No, because we were talking about wine.
Yeah, we're talking about, there's
Friday we'll have sugar.
But there's sugar in wine, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all right. Well, there she is, Terry Coleman. More information online, myrealtorterry.com. Let's support local. We always talk about supporting local. Terry is about as local as it can get, and she's here to serve you. She's been connected and committed to this community, and you wouldn't believe it, but many, many decades, and she is here to help you and putting that expertise and that professionalism to work for you as well. Terry Coleman online at myrealtorterry.com. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. We're going to wrap it up when we come back. My sister said we can have a hip family compound.
Yes,
yeah.
There you go.
My sister just said, is that near my brother? I'm moving in. LOL. Yes.
Yes, it is near. Mm-hmm.
I've always dreamed.
20 minutes.
I've always dreamed of our family. Sis, hear me out on this, for real. And I was talking to Bridget, and I was telling her brother, like, we all just need to pitch in and just, like, get some land and start building houses on it, you know?
There's several people here in Huntsville that has done that, and that I know, and I've helped them. And, you know, they really do. And every person has, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 acres. Of course, I don't know if you wanted to have that much, but.
Oh, I'd love to have 15 so I can hunt on part of it, you know. Yeah. I get a little bummed out. I'm not jealous, but I get bummed out because I'll talk to people and it's like, oh, yeah, my grandpa had 100 acres, you know, and they just gave us 20 like it's no big deal, you know. We built a little house on that 20. I'm like, man, that's great. You know, that's awesome. Good for you. And I celebrate. Right. I celebrate the love for them, so it's great. So if anybody out there has 100 acres, they just want to toss 20 my way, boy, I'll gladly take it off your hands. I'll help you with
That's
it.
Right. That's right.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. Big thank you to Terry Coleman for being here with us.
Don't forget your tickets.
Yeah, get the WineQuest tickets. You can go online to winequestrotary.org and get those tickets. Hey, keyword, we're going to wrap it up. We'll give away a little gift basket, beautiful gift basket from our friends at Steadfast Keepsakes. Text in the keyword rodeo along with your name. That's on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in a moment and wrap it up. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville. Please stay with us.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Looking for the perfect office space? Drive success with premier office spaces in Huntsville at Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Raven Property Management has moved in, and we're on site ready to give you a tour at 2503 Lake Road. Whether you're a startup, small business, or an established company, our Class A offices provide the professional environment you need to thrive. Flexible leases, modern amenities, and a prime location. This is where business gets done. Execute your success today. Visit huntsvilleworkspace.com to schedule your tour.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
All right, Huntsville, back at it. Boy, what a great morning here from our friends from Creed Classical. And then it's always a joy having Terry Coleman, the real estate expert, here on our program. I really want to find a way to try to find a way to get some cash and get that property. That is just absolutely beautiful there in New Waverly. Terry and I were talking during the commercial break about maybe next week I'll get over there and do some video for her. Maybe we'll go live on our Facebook page so you can even see that a little bit more. But I'm telling you, somebody out there is going to get a great investment on that property she has. That was just absolutely beautiful. Well, hey, before we head over to our Zero Degree Creations phone and text line, I do have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I know that we always promote good here in Huntsville, but every once in a while there's something that kind of tugs at your heart. Something that, well, honestly, is just sad. It's heartbreaking. And we do have some of that news this morning. Our friends at Carolina Creek have made an announcement that Lone Star Lights is no more. I don't know the full details and don't want to speculate or any of that. It's just they've made a decision that they are not going to do that anymore. And it's just tough. We loved that event. Hello Huntsville's been a part of it now for the last 2 years, something that is just a great family atmosphere. We went for the first time last year in person, my family, and we absolutely loved it. Shree Brabbitts has done incredible work, Wes and the whole staff over there, bringing this to life for the last 3 years. And I wanted to read the official statement from Carolina Creek that we received. What started as an idea in 2018 grew into a multifaceted Christmas experience designed for every age group and welcomed friends and families in to create memories together. Over the course of 3 seasons, more than 55,000 guests stepped into a world of light, laughter, and love, crafted by a team of passionate dreamers who gave it their best to make each detail meaningful. And after 3 magical seasons, the Lone Star Lights experience has come to a close. 2024 marked our final year welcoming guests to experience the wonder, joy, and meaning of Christmas in a way that was uniquely Carolina Creek. From the very beginning, Lone Star Lights was more than just an event. It was an extension of Carolina Creek's mission to invite people to experience and know the love of Jesus. Every light strung, every story told, every environment built was an opportunity to point out that love, whether it came through shared moments with the family, a quiet walk through the fractal forest, or the stillness at the center of the nativity and reason for the season. We look back with full hearts, grateful for the creativity sparked, the memories made, and the lives impacted, and to the tens of thousands of guests who made Lone Star Lights part of your Christmas tradition, thank you. To the dedicated staff, volunteers, and creative minds who made it possible, your efforts made it possible for thousands of families and individuals to share the season with those closest to them. It goes on to read, though the lights have dimmed on this event, the heart behind it continues on. Lone Star Lights was born from a deep desire to create moments of connection, wonder, and reflection, an expression of the love of Jesus in a season that points to him. That legacy lives on in the lives touched, the stories shared, and the memories made across each of the past 3 seasons. Thank you for believing in the magic with us. With love and gratitude, the Lone Star Lights team. Boy, I sure hate to hear that. Just love that event. And to Wes and Sherry and the entire staff out there, thank you all for your investment in Huntsville and our community. We're going to miss you. I wanted to shift gears to some really exciting things happening here in Huntsville. One of them, of course, the Walker County Fair Association Rodeo gets underway on Thursday night. It is too late to be in the parade to enter a float, but you can be at the parade, so make sure you get down there and early. I believe it either gets started at 6 or 7. You can go to the Walker County Fair Association's website for the full details. We'll try to post that a little bit later on this morning as well on our site. But sometime around, if you get there at 5, you should be perfectly fine to go ahead and get a seat. But that all takes place downtown. A couple of things happening too. Buck and Bows, it's a new children's boutique that opened up here in Huntsville. I had a chance to meet Shelby Jeter and her beautiful family over the weekend. They have opened up in that shopping center. It's called the Town Creek Shopping Center, right across the street from the public library. This children's boutique specializes in clothing, accessories, toys, books, I believe infants all the way to 6T. Go down there and support Shelby and her family, a beautiful little nook here in Huntsville, a beautiful boutique for children. The Honor Cafe, everyone has been very excited. This is at the former location of Pension Plate, right next to the Big E's. Honor Cafe set to open up on Wednesday. They will serve breakfast. They open at 7 a.m. Their hours are going to be Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and that Sunday brunch, which is really exciting, especially for those that go to church. Bridget and I always like to go eat after church. Well, you can enjoy Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But again, they have made the official announcement now. The Honor Cafe will open on Wednesday, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So great to have them here in Huntsville as well. I was driving around looking for other places that are open. There's so much going on. We haven't even touched the surface or scratched the surface of new places that are opening here in Huntsville. But we did post one, Avila's Luxury Barbershop. We saw a sign. We don't have any more information about this yet, but if you know anything about this barbershop that's opening up, it's where Push Medical used to be over behind the West Hill Mall. They will be coming soon. A sign there at 168 Colonel Etheridge Boulevard. Again, the former location of Push Medical. We tried to reach out. There was a Google listing with the phone number, but we could not get a hold of anybody. But there is a sign that says they are coming soon. So if you know any information about this barbershop, who owns it, and when it will officially open, please let us know so we can update our audience as well. Friends, we do. We try to keep up to date with what's happening here in the community and promoting small business. And if you go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com, We try to keep that up to date with the latest that are opening here in Huntsville. We need your help, too. We can't do it on our own. So, again, appreciate all of you. Well, we do have that beautiful gift basket that we want to give away today, and the keyword many of you have texted in, and we will head over to our 0 Degree Creations phone and text line here in just a few moments. Let me pull up the system here, and we definitely want to have a winner today of that beautiful gift basket. That is my friend, none other than Miss Deborah Wyan from Steadfast Keepsakes. She does incredible work. And let's head over to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line right now. You got to answer to win. And here we go.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Well,
at the tone, please record your message.
They did not answer. It went right to voicemail. So let's head on to the next winner here. We'll call them again on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text. Many of you texted in. Thank y'all for texting in this morning. A lot of folks texting in.
Hello.
Good morning. This sounds like Kathy.
Well, good morning, Rob. How are you?
It's one of our longtime listeners and occasional winners here on the show. Kathy Schweitzer joined. I'm doing great.
Good.
Hey, well, we have a beautiful gift basket for you today, Kathy. How about that? With some handmade soaps and things from our friends at Steadfast Keepsakes.
That sounds great. I love things like that.
Yeah, well, how have you been? I saw you just last week. You know, it was a great new hire for Huntsville ISD, our new head football coach, athletic director Todd Mavis. Excited to have him here in town.
We are too. We're looking forward to building on the traditions and the foundation that Coach Southern and all of his coaches have left, and so it's exciting times for the district.
Yeah, great. Well, how else have you been doing? I know there's been a lot going on and a lot of success with our schools, and just seems like things are going really good here in Huntsville all around, Kathy.
I totally agree. This community is such a blessing.
Awesome. Well, hey, we got that gift for you. We won't keep you long, but you know where to come here to First Baptist Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3, and please come by and pick it up, and Deborah would appreciate it. So thank you for listening as always, Kathy.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There she is, Kathy Schweitzer, one of our awesome HISD trustees, winning today. Well, friends, again, big thank you to our friends from Creed Classical for joining the show. Also, it's always a joy to have Terry Coleman. We'll be back at it tomorrow as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. A busy week lined up here on the show. We're going to have our friends from Veribank coming on the show tomorrow. They're going to be talking about their involvement with Safe House and a very important drive that is happening here in our community. So we are really excited. Also, Walker County Title involved in that as well. Walker County Title, by the way, one of our newest Hello Huntsville Ethical Business Directory members. That'll wrap it up. We've got more coming this week, so make sure you stay locked in. Thank you to all of you that joined the show this morning. Many of you commenting in, letting us know that you're out there. We so appreciate each and every one of you for helping us to promote the good here in Huntsville. Bill Doggett was with us. Bill, good to see you. Deep Clean Texas said that there was 5 tickets, by the way, that were donated to that concert we talked about earlier. You can contact Northside for more information on that. But again, many, many people joining us. How about Mayor Humphrey? Good morning to you, Mayor. Thanks for being with us here today. That'll wrap it up on an extended show on this Tactical Tuesday. Big thank you to Jason Thompson and Guardian Defense. We'll see you back on the air tomorrow morning at 7:30 as we continue to promote and celebrate the good happening here in Huntsville. As I end every broadcast reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're not, friends. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until tomorrow morning, so long. Have a great and very beautiful Tuesday. We'll see you, Huntsville. Good morning, and God bless.
Time to open up. Goodbye to the fallow year. Heaven help us now. Your promise draws near. It's more than a chance. It's your work in our heart. When you say you will, when you say you've done all things made new, so we run, run, run. Oh my God, you are faithful, so faithful. You've shown me so far. You're able, so able. Lead us now, Lord, we're with you all the way. You can have